it can be difficult to determine what God wishes us to do with the blessings that he gives us. My king has come to his throne quite early, though at the expense of his father. He is capable in his own right, but he doubts his own abilities, and thusly has placed me as his diarch. I do not believe that I will make a good diarch to him. He desires a military-minded person, someone who will do anything to raise his levies and increase his armies. I am not such a man. My brother, who is very military-minded, would have served in that position very well, but he was devastated by the death of his older brother and the rejection of his father, and so he sits in his small holdings, dreaming of conquests he is incapable of achieving. If the two of them were to come together, I think they would both be well served, but likely it is too late for such a thing to happen, as my brother grows more ill by the year, and soon I think he will return to God. Hello and welcome, connoisseurs of Crusader Kings 3, friends of the channel and newcomers alike. We are here once again with Count Vyshislav, the Stout of Kyiv. We're 32 years old. Our son and heir is doing well. We have an even mixture of sons and daughters. Our succession type here is a partition. We would probably want to change this to a high partition before more people are involved, so we will. So one title will go to our younger son. Most of the titles will go to our elder son, which is good. We have about 4 years left, probably 3 and a bit to be fair, before we can attack the boy again, so just as he becomes an adult. And we will probably be taking everything from him at that point, because we have a duchy claim on Kyiv from our priest doing a surprisingly good job. Banking innovation has been discovered, good job. We're not stealing from our king. Now, we cannot go outside of the domain while we're the co-regent, which sucks. It means there'll be no pilgrimages during this time. That's probably okay though, because a period of time where we acted mostly as a administrator might be good for the realm. So there's that. We could do a local arbitration again. I think right now we still have no stone unturned everywhere. Another thing we could do is we could go for that hunt. I think that would be a good idea. Hunt. So we have high development, but then we have the row. Let's go here. Our caravan master recently died, so he needs to be... Oh wait, no, we recently actually elevated him. It was the other guy that died. Have my half-sister do it. She's traveled with us so much. Seems only appropriate that she takes up the job. We will attempt to slay the beast, and let's bring our knights. All right, a nice little hunt. We started building a city in Kyiv at the end of last episode. We're hoping that will give us some good investment. Just before we go too deep into the hunt, let's look at the legacies. So because we're metropolitan, dynasty members, if they're in high development county, which we are, city building construction times, taxes from republican government, vassals, yes, that's good. We don't have the prestige from building cities yet, but that's fine. We're still city builders, still something we would do soon. It's going to be a good hunt, a nice time. Oh, I don't have a master of the hunt, because that guy was the master of the hunt too. So this mayor, who is also my marshal, be an excellent master of the hunt, so we'll put him in the job. I think, actually, he was the master of the hunt before. And if I just opened the menu, I'd realize I could give him that job back. It's caravan master he can't take. We're making 10 gold a month, which is really good for this point in time. We're on cooldown, recent cooldown from the patriarch giving us money. No stone unturned now in Kyiv. It's interesting that we could take that little short distance to give this benefit to Kyiv. I love that works like that. That's great. Let's get out there. We're hunting what we came for. That's the whole point. That's why we have such a good chance to succeed. All right, talk later. So you wanna tell my brother-in-law wants to tell me a secret about my mother. Not interested. My mother can keep her secrets. My feelings about her won't change regardless of who she is. It's up to God to judge her secrets, not me. So this guy, this slime ball, this is the guy from the road. This is the second time. You must answer for this. I don't know why I can't imprison him. Well, we'll see when we get home if that changes. All right, after it, we ride. Yes, we ride. Of course we ride. I trust you, my hunt master. You've been doing a good job at this for a while. We could drive them out, which would increase our chance. We could give them a generous donation, aiding the peasants. Or we could just accept that these are their rights. I think we just accept they're their rights. Okay. That stresses up because we're a hunter. Our desire to hunt overcomes our stress from being generous. So we're fine with shooting it. So I will shoot it. Better to bring it down ourselves, which could be a problem. We could spears forward and everyone participate. No, I will shoot it. I'm here to slay the beast. That's how you do it, everyone. That's how you slay a beast. That's good. We got some roe antlers. Nice. I'm gonna keep the memento. Finish the hunt. We're gonna actually use that. Pause for a second. I think we're gonna use it over one of these portable icons. And then we will donate the portable icon to the church that we're supporting. We will repair the book because it's like one of the most important things to us. And then we'll head home. Hunting in our own county gave it the benefit of no stone unturned. That's actually really cool. Pushing their development up towards 30. It's past limited crown authority. 3 years. It feels like so long. We feels like we got so much time between now and there. None of this is important. We're developing money. I think military is our next goal. Almost everybody around here has heavy infantry, so it might be worthwhile to do some light footmen. They're super cheap, very efficient to buy. They are not very good, but they do give you the counter against heavy infantry, which means if your military is already strong and ahead, it will counter them and give you some advantage, which is really useful these days. Don't think there's anybody else who counters them. Irrigation bringing life. So we have completed the irrigation project. The ground is still hard and inhospitable. Much work remains, but the water is fresh and going where we need it. Kyiv gains irrigation ditches for 20 years. That's, well, now isn't this an accomplishment? An irrigation system to be proud of. Yes, you did very well, and so did the peasant levies. I did want to bring something to your attention, my liege. What is it? Do you not think you should be taking your position of diarch more seriously? No, in fact, I think I shouldn't take it more seriously. I think he should pick someone else. Don't you think you risk his anger? He won't get angry at me. I will do the job adequately, but the things he's been asking me to do, I just don't know. I don't think I am suitable to be a co-ruler with him. He's just too different in his mind than I am. That's good. We're doing well. We also get centralization. There's so much development bonus. That's all just one big moment. It just occurred to me that we're still developing here when we should be developing Kyiv at this point. I kind of want them to hit 20 though. Like, I feel like this is good for us. Kyiv is doing great in its own, right? It's like getting 1.1 without support. So why not just let Houghton, right, our original county, take advantage of the development growth as well, because more development growth is more money for us. It also helps our culture's development level so that we get techs faster. I mean, we're not making decisions about it, but getting that number higher is good. There's so many Russian counties that any help we can give them will be worthwhile. Advanced bowmaking. So they're working on windmills. Oh, it's right there. It's guilt. It's a good tech. Good tech. If I was to bother to invest in light footmen, though, I'd want the unit to be relatively big fast. Like we'd wait till we got 200 gold and we just drop it all on them at once. If we look at our locations for what they're good at supporting, these guys have support for heavy infantry and nothing else. Kyiv has support for heavy infantry and nothing else. Do we maybe then consider just going heavy infantry everywhere? Since we don't really have a high variety of buildings, I guess skirmishers would be good here, right? Yeah, no, we put skirmishers here. We switch our current unit, right? We switch them to Kyiv, the new capital. Supports them better. It supports them the same, which is fine. And then we build that unit. We'll just start it with 2 right now. Create. There's so many people around here use heavy infantry that I like the idea of building the unit more just for the counter, right? Once we get it to 4, we'll not invest any more money in it. Like, it'll pretty much stay 4 forever. Feels like if it's smaller than 4, it's not a realistic investment. Like, we wouldn't have bothered to do it, but getting it to 4 is good. Ooh, Ruthenia is collapsing bad. They're being eaten up by these guys who are, you know, inevitably going to try to push probably against our liege, but the advantage we have right now is that our liege secretly has our troops too, and our troops without alliances makes him stronger, but his alliances are pretty strong. Yeah, it's going to be a rough one, because you know they're going to come for us, which is one of the reasons why we need to build our troops up. Count Vyshislav. Yes, my liege, what is it? I chose you as my diarch because I had noticed that you had done an excellent job of building your own military forces, and because of your extraordinary skill in taking Kyiv for the kingdom. Thank you. my liege, but I have noticed some reluctance in you to build my military as you had built your own. It's not reluctance, my liege. I build my military with funds, and if you're not willing to invest funds, then the methods required to increase levies rapidly are, well, they're a little untoward. Do you really think so? I do. Control is up to 67%. This kid does not stand a chance against us at all. I'd feel sorry for him if it wasn't for the fact that it was always necessary. We could attempt to overthrow him. In order to do that, we would need a lot more de jure territory, which we will never have. I didn't want that anyway. Now I can move about better. I can consider going on a pilgrimage and all the other things I wanted to do. I knew it wouldn't be long. As his steward, we're getting lots of benefits, 2 extra gold, lots of domain taxes, lower construction cost. Our stewardship lifestyle experience is super high. Right now, our stewardship lifestyle experience is just like epically high. Count Vyshislav, yes, my liege. I do not think I need your service as diarch anymore. Have I displeased you? I think it's better to say you are not suited to the task that I had hoped you would do. If I had needed a financier, I don't know, your military successes made me think that you would be capable of helping me in a way that it seems you are not. Of course, my liege. I also don't believe that the position was well suited to me. Well, I hope that you will remain in service to the crown as my steward. Of course, my liege. That position is more suited to my talents. Plus, also considering something that could be fun, that is going to university in Iberia. If we were to put it at maximum, it might be worth going. Just to see the lands in the book, you know, the ones that enraptured the heart of our founder and drew him permanently away from the motherland, or fatherland, or I should say. I don't know. Could be motherland, could be fatherland. So 1632, our military is starting to rival that of our liege, now power sharing with his son due to traveling. I'm thinking he removed me, he put me in there to replace someone he didn't like, and now that his son's in power, he doesn't need me anymore. Demetrius first teething, lovely, but keep your tooth as a good luck charm. Absolutely do. Okay, he's doing okay, you know, I think they're both pretty good kids. I mean, all my kids are great. Gem in the rough, so he's given me a brilliant gemstone. Thank you. I think we will use it in place of the architect's drawing. It's not what we said. And then this can stay the icon. Actually, the architect's drawing is probably just better. Yeah, that's probably better. We will also donate this portable icon as 111 gold. Let's just get that unit to where we want it to be right away. I think that's good. What's in this kid's military? Yeah, just heavy infantry. There's some armored footmen, some Connies, some bowmen. I could see myself going for light footmen. My son Demetrius is more likely to receive a good education due to her help. Thank you, that's great. Like, that's really, really great. I think I'd like him to study a language. What languages does he have? Slavonic, East Slavonic. I mean, High German is good. I would have actually liked him to learn his tutor's language because she's Greek, but gained artifact claim on this mighty bison hide. I don't know why. I would gain a claim on that. It really feels like it has nothing to do with me. It might be time to go on another pilgrimage when we get like 150-ish gold. Things seem to be going pretty well for us though, overall. We could build a temple here. Will cost us what? 300 gold? Oh, it's my eldest sister, right? She got ill and died. Want to come to my court? No? Fine. I get it. My brother's court's pretty cool too, I guess. Oh yeah, it's not. Not. Look at him. He's starving himself. He can die relatively young because he starves himself. I mean, 60's not that young, but it's also not great. So Dimitri, do I want my son and heir to be the Prince of Fashion? No, let's give him the positive experience. He doesn't need to be the Prince of Fashion. Most likely he's going to default to getting stout because of how good his physique is. Guardian for our daughter. What does she want? She wants to be a fighter. Huh. They're courtiers. I could get my mother's husband to do it. I don't know if he'll live long enough. His education isn't great, but he's got the trait pretty good. I could also consider asking my brother to do it. He definitely won't live long enough, but I think I'd still ask him. Not guardianship. I think that makes sense that she would go down and learn under my brother, at least until he starves himself to death. It might be a little scary experience for her, but I mean, it is her uncle. He's not a bad man. He's just weird and doesn't eat. It's how it is with some people. They're just weird and don't eat. Attila, what have you come to ask me, Vyshislav? You are not looking well. Is there something wrong? No, it's just I have grown old and the dreams of my youth are beyond me, and I see you achieving things that I myself had once thought I would do. But it isn't your fault. even if once I thought that it was. You didn't make yourself exist, that was God's will. You certainly didn't pick you over me, that was our Father. I don't think he did. I just wanted to ask you if you would be guardian to my daughter. Well, yes, I would be honored to do so. That is a brotherly and kind request I hadn't expected. I have no ill will towards you, Attila. I barely know you. You were a grown man when I was born. And our father pushed wedges between all the people in his life, I know. This kid is about to grow up, and we're about to see an end of this truce. 14 months. You know, just before the war, I think it might be a good time for us to go on our pilgrimage we were thinking of doing. I think we go to the Vatican next. Low pomp, be 188 gold. Well, that gives us an idea of how much it's going to be, and pretty much assures the fact it won't be until after the war is over. Because, well, I mean, I could do it sooner, I guess. But that puts the war off, and I do want the war to happen as soon as possible, just so that it's done. We need to consolidate our power, right? Additionally, there's not a lot of duke titles inside of the king's domain. Defensive measures, hold grand tournament. I mean, if we are looking for something close at home to do, we could hold another hunt, right? We do like to hunt here. Do the usual route customization of coming this way, apply that, let the knights come, slay the beast, and go. My aunt died, my mother's sister, my mother's not looking too good either, she's getting a little old. We just constructed that city, control task completed in the north. Wait, was there always a city here? Oh, that's an adventurous camp. That's our camp. This is the city, yeah. In this area here, this is the city we built. A brand new city. It's now giving Kyiv another 20%, I think, for the 2 cities. We got a large city and a village center. Shipwrights, Golden Gate. Yeah, we're doing good. Kyiv is actually exceedingly developed at this point. We'll look at the development map afterwards. Wait, no. Slay the beast. Always slay the beast. No stone unturned, so we have helped Houghton out, refreshed their benefit, given them a bunch of free development points as well. Let's get out there. Our marshal should be on recruit commanders, on train commanders, I mean, so that he can recruit. Our wife is pregnant again. Very good. I'm just gonna take the poacher training. The huntsmen have pointed out a secluded clearing downhill from the beast covet, a perfect place to form a bow line and await the stag. I mean, if he thinks that's preferable, that's what we'll do. I'm not certain though. Patience, this should be easy to solve. For 80% chance that something good happens, or I can trust, it's the same. I'm gonna trust my man though. That's why he's got the job. Nice, 76%. 79%. Hold, he's mine. We're not gonna get to slay the beast. I'm not good enough to make this shot on my own, and I don't want to give the shot up. So let's do it. Everyone fire. That's why you do a bow line. Why you do a bow line if you're not gonna all shoot? It's a stag antler. I think we'll keep it, and I think we will use it to fund the expedition as we like to. You know, we go to all the people who are involved, and we put it up for or do we just use it? 0.3% prestige is good, but 1 solid point of learning is better. So no, I think we'll replace, the roe antler is giving us glory hound, and this gives us courtly. Yeah, we could just keep it. We will eventually have a court. It'd be nice to have some antler. Those don't convert though. Milk of the land and fish. As I get up in the early morning, I cannot help but letting out a loud yawn, stretching. I make my way out of my tent to see that people are already moving about. I notice Tatiana heading off with what looks like a makeshift fishing rod through all the noise and bustle of camp. Where are you off to? I asked her. She responds with nonchalant shrug. It's a nice day for fishing. Sounds like a good idea, actually. Let's rest here a couple of days. No, not at all. You can fish. I'll even fish with you. This is literally an expedition, a wilderness expedition, right? Fishing seems like 3 days of fishing seems like a great thing to add to our hunting trip. I'm happy with that. That's all sorts of good. We can go inside again. How close? We're getting better and better with our traveler. Look at this. It's getting close. I think we go on a long journey soon. Superstitious mind. Could show him the error of his ways. They call it blasphemous. It is blasphemous. Basically destroys our entire relationship with our brother, though. I could try to show him the error of his ways. We can't get the bad result. If we get the good result, he loses the trait and gains opinion. If we get the medium result, he loses a lot less opinion than he does if we do blasphemous beliefs. And we persuaded him. Good. Good, brother, good. It's good that you can see that God doesn't work in the way that you think. Those are like peasants' tales, and you shouldn't get overly focused on them. Where does that leave us? How much more time is there? I could run while I'm looking these things up. I always forget. I can just go, right? 6 more months. Okay. Oh, we'll ask our head of faith for gold. Of course we will. I will use the wealth wisely. In fact, I will use it very wisely. I will immediately... What should we increase here? Well, we have a level 2 castle here. We can't quite upgrade to level 3, right? We don't have hoardings anyway. What does our castle look like here? Level 1. We could upgrade our castle here. I think that's a good expenditure of money, so we'll do it. We should also invest in a church in Houghton and Kyiv soon. Houghton has already got us. No, it doesn't. That was an adventurous camp. So we'll build them a city soon. Where do they get to? 20. Now that they're at 20, now I think is a good time to switch our man to Kyiv. Kyiv will develop very fast now, which is what we want. If we can hit 30, 35 here, that'd be great. Our kids are now being educated, of course, in high development domains, so they should start getting mare traits, except our daughter, who's down here, but that's an oversight. Knight slightly improved. Nice. There's other things we could invest our money in as well. We could easily do a call for knights, right? I haven't been thinking in that direction, but I do have a lack of knights. So let's invite knights and see who we can hire before we do this upcoming war. Another son. Kirill, may you grow strong and wise, my son. Oh, he's gonna get bullied because he's not as tough as even his sisters. He's cute though. You got this, kid. I got your back. Ugh. Who's this guy? Oh, Boars. Not right now. We gotta recruit these people. As we recruit these people, especially if they're relatively inexpensive. So afterwards we'll probably increase our unit one more time. These guys. Now we could also get one of the, I'm gonna compromise and we'll just do that now. We should still be able to pay for all the guys who show up, which is the hope. How is our accolade doing? I haven't even looked at it in a long time. Oh, they're past 2 and on to 3. It's really good. It's really good because it's activated the huntsman trait, which I think is cool. I don't know if you would be a good huntsman. I don't think you're a huntsman, but I still think you're pretty. Oh, you got hunter. Maybe you are huntsman. Maybe we get a full inheritance and then we don't lose any glory. Full inheritance is very useful. Oh, our house head has changed. It is now our nephew. Okay, so we need to find somebody else to finish being the guardian of our daughter. So he's grown. It's too bad we don't have visual range on the old family. I mean, diplomatic range. Not a lot of truly strong. He's Catholic though. I mean, it would be interesting to have my daughter. He's got 2 children he's guardianing. This is dangerous. I don't know which way he's going to decide to go, but it's definitely dangerous. We're going to border him once our war is done. Who should we have as your guardian? I guess our mother's husband will have to do. He is 55, but he's got green health. He'll be around for a while, I think. She's going to come home and tell tales about how little she enjoyed her time, her uncle's domain. Our military is stronger. Negotiate with our nephew. Negotiate with my nephew. Should we consider a marriage here? So he will accept this marriage. I mean, getting the local conqueror to be your ally is not a bad thing. I think that's a good idea. Let's do that. Let's promise her to this duke, this new and up and coming Catholic duke. I think with the restoration of those 2 alliances, this war makes a lot more sense. So we take the county and the duchy title. Let's move our flag right to his border. Raise all here. Let's grab. I'm gonna try to do it without using the conqueror. I think we can. I think we'll succeed. It'll take them a while to get over here. He's brought in his first ally. Actually, he's brought in an adventuring company. Does that place the strength at? We're ahead, but adventuring companies are usually like outmodedly powerful. Like they're usually very strong. And that does concern me. I think we give this siege up and we go for him. We'll see once we get close if his ally is coming. I go through here. Hopefully we can catch him in the forest. Your daughter, Ladvira, has arrived safely in Vyshgorod. Catch, please. Thank you. This should be a pretty decisive victory. We have him countered because of getting those guys. That's what we wanted. We want to see these counters up. Alone in the kitchen. Greeting, my lord. Salamiria, one of the cooks, says, I have your son, Alexander, here with me. He cleaned every pot. That makes him compassionate like me. He'd be lazy. I would not suggest any of those traits to him, so I would not consider any of those traits to be good choices. We may as well just siege where we are. It's not his capital, but it makes sense, right? It's our big move. Commander promoted. So this guy is actually more of a knight than a commander, but we're happy with that. Very well. Let's look at our knights here. We've got this guy we can recruit. We will. This guy can, yeah, he's a 10. Forbid everyone under 10. Good. And then we want to move our flag just off the border here. And we'll raise all, so the new knights, or new knight, I guess, can come in. Good. Okay, we got this. We don't even have to use the Conqueror. Puts us at organized muster rolls. We're going to get popular figurehead, which is really useful. Then down to divided attention. We're going to not even be 40 when we complete stewardship. So we're going to move on to overseer. If we can get down to absolute control, that'd be pretty awesome. And we're going to start traveling again too, which is super important to note. Because this is our big move. This might be the big move for our life, right? We may not even seek a kingdom. We don't really need one yet. Oh, we're right on the edge of this. This is the heart of it, and this is just like bits spreading down the river. That's gross. Especially since this is like the heart of our territory. Right here. Right in beautiful Kyiv. I mean, I don't know if we're going to push for kingdom in his life, but I do know that after this we're taking a break because we need to go on a pilgrimage. I would even consider him going on a university trip. Our new knight has arrived, potentially, if he's any good. He is a bit down the level. How much does he want? That's a lot. It's a lot for a 12. He is a good commander, and he's a siege commander. Yeah, he's coming. Yeah. Siege commander equals yes. He may not even be a knight in most battles because he'll be the siege commander. Okay, let's switch the commander of this army, because of what it's been doing, to our brand new siege commander. Wait, what? Did we not just pay for him? Oh, he's traveling. It's fine. Let's head to here. Continue with the sieges. Accusations of sorcery. Bloodstained cloth grows feathers. Strange smelling concoctions. All the evidence presented to me by a group of villagers from Zhytomyr as proof that Vyshislav has been practicing sorcery in his hut on the outskirts of the village. The evidence is circumstantial. This will upset the peasants. How do they feel about me? They actually like me quite a lot. They can stand being upset. I am not going to execute this guy. No. Come now. We're not executing this young man because you saw some signs that a crow was killed. Oop. Looks like the adventurer leader died. And that just leaves this guy. Why? Oh, because you can't when you're infirm. People can't. Apparently you can be an infirmed acclaimed knight, but you can't be an infirmed... I mean, infirm does prevent you from hunting. That is just like one of its specific things it does. Master of the Hunt. This young knight here would be excellent at the job, so we'll get him to do it. I'm probably going to need a seneschal. We have some appropriate people, but I wonder if there's somebody we can call over from our family. 15 living members. That's a count. Would you come? You will. I don't know if you'll be any good at it. I'll pay for your traveling expenses, and if you're average, I'll put you in the job. To be fair, you only got to be average. Poor, though, looks like. Actually, not even on the list. Oh, no, she's average. There you go. Found ourselves a free seneschal and a free caravan master. Nice. We could look to see if other members of our family are useful for positions that we're not willing to pay for, but would be worth having around if they took them up, you know? So this 900 guys is going to try to come through here. I don't know if they can successfully actually even siege Kyiv. Like, they might be able to put a siege in there. I think they may just try to attack us. But we'll attack them if the de-siege happens, because I should switch over to his capital anyway. And if I gotta move over to his capital, I might as well move over there through him as our guy back. He is. Get in there, buddy. You're a good commander. Like, I am quite pleased by you. Let's fight this battle. They don't seem to even be trying to escape. That kind of makes sense because we're, I would say, way ahead of them. Good. Oh, that's 100%. Is it because of a capture? I don't think so. No, it's because of maximum battle strength. There we go. Look at that. We are now the Duke, or as we call them here, the Grand Prince of Kyiv. Nobody can deny our great strength, but this lack of control around here has to be fixed. This is ours now. So of these people, if she converts, we might... We have to decide how we're going to deal with all these people, right? These Catholics. Because they're going to make things a little rough on us, right? Because our council is no longer going to be valid in any sense. She needs a position. She's our vassal, a powerful vassal. He needs a position. I'm going to assign you. Well, yeah, so I'm going to assign you, and I'm going to assign you. Did she do a different thing? Not really. I guess we put the mayor here. I should have just switched him over, but I didn't think we would be lowering this position's effectiveness. How is our opinion of this guy, this count? He is gluttonous, honorable, and cynical, so we can sway him, but we can't befriend him. I mean, we don't have any method of befriending right now anyway, so let's begin with a sway. What about her? No, we can't even sway her because she's sadistic. We could actually make friends with this guy. It would actually be possible for us to have a compatible relationship if that ever came up. Oh, it's going to be a little rough in here. I am considering removing her and this guy. I mean, he's the one I would least remove, to be fair. It'd be her, it'd be any of these people. I have no just reason to remove her, and we don't like it because we're generous. I think we're going to have to figure out how to manage what we have with what we have. We're going to have to go and figure out whether or not we can stand to have these Catholics stay Catholic or if they need conversions. I think that's going to be the theme of our next pilgrimage, which we are not that many months away from being able to do. We're going to start a control task on the territory we directly control. I think that's good. Yeah, we are a duke. Look at us. Powerful duke. Once we can afford it, we're going on a pilgrimage, that's for sure. We probably should do a tour, possibly consider doing more inspections. I mean, we're definitely going to do more inspections, that's for sure. A pilgrimage to Rome, I think, might be just the right thing to do at this time. Figure out how we feel about the Catholics, you know. New stewardship perk. Popular figurehead is very useful. How are you feeling about us right now? You're a little negative about us. Probably because we keep taking the gold that you're offering. Still over a year away, so this. We will take this invitation to hunt, because why wouldn't we? The route is only dangerous at the final location, so we won't bother to get anybody for it. Nice. I wonder if we give it to our vassal soon. Kerr assembles the party. Okay, let's get out there. My ability's impressed. I'm a good hunter. I could give it to him as a gift. We have a difficult time with this man. He is definitely incompatible with us. We wouldn't sway him, but that doesn't mean we wouldn't try to make it work, right? Our usual response to these is put it back, though. So we put it back. We're not going to push friendship too hard with somebody who's that different from us. The legend task, we're not doing that. Let's go. Success increased slightly. We have no chance of succeeding here. Ugh, it's fine. It's a social situation as much as any. Meeting the new vassals, you know. Let's go home. Let's look at our... It reverted it to its old name. That's fine. Maybe we imagined naming it after our childhood stone. Maybe that wasn't a real thing that happened, but something that happened in our mind. Thank God I can go back inside. Yes, but it won't be for long. Because we are, as I've said many times before, we are a journeyer at heart, and it is time for us to go on a pilgrimage. Plan pilgrimage. Confirm. The Vatican. Oh, the contemplative. The price literally just went up. That's okay. That's not too far away for us anyway. Oh, grand tournament. We won't arrive in time. It's a cool idea, but we won't arrive in time. Yeah, we have a beautiful, strong duchy, which I think is great. But we are getting antsy. We have been staying around here too long. You know, and when a traveler gets antsy, they gotta go on the road. We gotta go on the road. It doesn't matter how great things are getting. Oh, these are so good. This is so good, though. Where are you being trained? You're being trained by my mother right here. You're being trained there. You're being trained in the city that's in the same county. You're being... Oh, you haven't decided yet? Everybody's being trained in Kyiv. Kyiv is a great, strong city. So, legend spreads into our realm. The mighty endeavor for Rurkid. Interesting. We've successfully swayed him once. Not bad. Nin needs a guardian. She wants to be stewardly, which means I am the appropriate guardian for her. Looking at our second son, still doing fine. 277. That's probably enough to start our pilgrimage, but I think we're going to put the episode to an end there. We will set the pilgrimage up and then do it at the beginning of the next one. We have gone a long way this episode. We got a lot done, and I think that's exciting. We want this to be contemplative, no pomp. We want it to be for zealotry. I think we pay for mercenaries, and I think we pay for boats because it wants to go over land. But I'd like to do something a little different. Actually, we don't pay for boats because we are going to go over land. It's just going to be a much longer route than they're expecting. There. Then we cross the water to there. We come up through Rome into the Vatican. We leave the Vatican and we go there, there. I mean, we could make it even longer and go the top loop too, right? We may as well go to every single place we can go to without them telling us it's too far. This is how we like to do it, right? There we go. That is a perfect pilgrimage. What a beautiful loop. These are all mountainous, so we'll take Mountaineer. And yeah, very strong, very safe. We didn't do either of these two. I mean, we should try to add them if we can, right? No point in leaving behind locations that we can fit in, like one too short. There we go. And that is the limit. We're not going across the mountains. That's too far. All right, with that pilgrimage begun, I thank you very much for watching, and I hope you join us next episode where we travel to Rome to determine what our opinion is about the Catholics. Will we attempt to convert the Catholics, or will we allow them to keep their schismatic religion? Thank you for watching, and I hope you join me then. Goodbye for now.